Is he still staring?
Make him stop.
James, I wanted your blessing in asking your sister to marry me.
Show me that you're worthy of her.
How am I supposed to do that?
I'm gonna take you on a ride along.
It's different with each film, I think. I think that Ride Along, you know, for me, I think this is probably my 17th or 18th movie. Each one is a different experience. Ride Along is definitely by far my most successful film, though, and I'm really, really proud of it. So each one is different because they have their own unique challenges and their own dynamic in terms of, you know, what you have to do to get that film out there. The interesting thing about Ride Along is that it was a movie that had been around for a while. And Ice Cube brought the script to me, and I brought it to Tim. And then we brought in Kevin. We had just worked together on a film, Tim, myself, and Kevin. We had Ice Cube in place. We needed a great comedic actor, and that was kind of the interesting dynamic that made the timing right for Ride Along.
You know, Training Day was a little bit of an inspiration. We also looked at other comedies, action comedies, like Rush Hour and the Lethal Weapon series, especially after the first one, and you know, and stuff like 48 Hours and this and that. So we kind of used that. But Training Day was always something that we kind of gave a little homage to and just kind of gave a wink to throughout the production.
The thing that's really great about Tim, and I can say this as his partner, is that he allows the actors to really embody the roles. And so Tim has a very even hand as a director, and he's really, really good at making sure that the tone is right and that the creative energy is in the right place. Actors enjoy that because they're allowed to, they don't have to be so rigidly stuck to just one method or one performance or even a particular set of words. And so there was a lot of fluidity on this set. And especially with somebody like Kevin Hart, who's a great improviser. He comes from the stand-up comedy world. That's something that he's really comfortable with. He always is going to give you more and give you, you know, additional takes and give you something that's unexpected. And I think you see that in the film.
No, you know what? I like to laugh. I grew up on comedies. Kind of grew up looking at all types of films, but comedies were always the ones that I kind of gravitated towards. And so I just I must admit, I like to laugh more than I do cry and be mad or whatever, or be scared or whatever the genre is. So I just love comedies. Wow, good question. You know what? I discovered comedies like around the time Caddyshack and Stripes and those kind of films came out, and I just remember I was a big Bill Murray fan, and I just remember really getting into what that was. But I think when you really look back to some of the comedies, I think it was more on television. You know, just in the sitcoms that I watched growing up. You know, whether it was you may not know these, but What's Happening and all of those Good Times and all of those comedies that I just the Jeffersons and all of those that I just grew up with, and that's where I kind of first was introduced to it.
I think, you know, trying to be true to the original, right, in terms of the tone and the theme, but do it bigger and better. It's tough. You know, the reason that it's tough to make a sequel is because the first one worked, and so you've got an audience that, you know, has high expectations and high hopes. But I think that you can do it right, and I think it's even more rewarding when you go and you accept the challenge of a sequel and you get it, you nail it, you know, because that's so hard to do. So I accept the challenge. I know Tim does, and you know, we did have already shot Think Like a Man 2, and I think I got. I'm very optimistic about that film and Ride Along 2 as well. But only if UK audiences come out and support Ride Along.
You tell me what I need to know, or you're going to jail with a bullet wound.
Ain't telling you nothing.
Tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know.